Good morning, guys. Good morning, my stock life. Amazing day yesterday. We had a lot of runners, and the market overnight held. Futures are up nice. Pre-market tech looks great. Tesla's up nice, up 10 points. Right. Amazon held. Nvidia up another few points. A lot of runners. So right now, what we have here is my first chart, which we always discuss, is S&P SPY. So yesterday when we drew the range, the first range was from this first number right here, and we actually ended up closing right above it, and we went into the next zone, which is even more bullish. All right. So now the key thing is S&P must hold above 422 today. We don't want this closing below this yellow line right here, which is the 422.60ish mark. Okay, because I don't want this falling in here. Because if it can stay in this zone, maybe we take out the highs, then it gives us a week or another 2 weeks, maybe another month of a nice run, and it's easy to play the market, and that's when the most money is made, right? Most of the calls that you'll be buying, even if there's no logic behind it, you're likely to make money if it runs with the market, okay? An easy market to make money in. So S&P, as long as we hold above 422.70, above these levels right here, I think we will be fine. And then we got some resistance at 425, yes. So let's see how it behaves here. But if we can hold up in this zone for the coming days, then even next week towards the end of the month, we might even rip again. All right. And then we have tech, Qs. Looking absolutely fine. So yesterday when we went over pre-market, it took out all-time highs. A lot of strength in it. Nothing wrong with it. RSI at highs, which is, I consider this good. I don't consider this oversold yet, as there's more time. Because sometimes when it comes here, it runs for a long time. It shows just a lot of strength. All right, and tech is very strong. A lot of money is coming into it. So Qs, I'm expecting for them to run. Maybe in the first 5-10 minutes, it might have some red candles, green. That's part of the game. So if we go on the hourly chart, so hourly chart, you can see it's not going to be green all the time, okay? So some hours it'll be green, some red, but as long as we hold this nice little uptrend, right? Maybe a back test, it does something like this, whatever it does, however it goes up, all right? As long as we continue going up, we're fine. Or hold above 345 is what matters to me for now on the Qs. And then, so Tesla, I haven't discussed this chart for a very long time, right? But based on the price action, why not? So let's zoom out of this chart for a bit. So if you've been with my stock life for the last 10, 11 months, right? You know that many of our members, especially Raji was, I think, nobody caught Tesla like him last year. When Tesla ran from these levels, even before split, not even November, he caught it like from here. He caught Tesla basically, now these are post-split levels, okay? He caught Tesla like back in June. He played this entire run and he absolutely murdered it. Like me, T and LB witnessed him doing this. He just nailed Tesla, bought the calls, $10 calls, he sold it above 100 and whatnot. And now, because Tesla had run so much, it was pretty obvious, nothing goes up forever, okay? I mean, in the stock market, there's always a turbulence on the way. And then, there was a level of 900 that it hit, right here, 900, and then a drop all the way to 545. Now, if you calculate the percentage, that's about, I believe, 35–40% drop. And if you were to draw fibs, you would have caught this move too. And we notified you here, back in Jan and Feb, we started notifying you guys that Tesla, this is the top. Like, it was confirmed. I called it out many times, right? Other admins tried giving you warnings also, but this was the top that we caught. And I did not play this chart because I had no idea what it was going to do. Maybe just a chop. Now, based on the last few weeks, the action here, if Tesla took, now on pre-market is trading up 10 points. If it does not give up gains today, all right, I'm just going to go over a 5-minute chart. So I'll tell you guys what Tesla will do today. Obviously, I could be wrong, but what I believe may happen in the morning, just like Nvidia, it might give a dip. It might actually fill the gap lower or towards the lower. Maybe it goes down 5.7 points. And then on the 5-minute, if it does end up making a reversal and takes up over plus 10 for the day, so whatever the closing price yesterday was, which was 623ish, I believe, if it takes up 634 again on a dip and it takes out 634 up again, Tesla can get 645, 650 today is possible. I may be completely wrong, maybe it gives up all the gains, but it has to take out 634 once it dips, all right? And then it may be a runner all day on the 5-minute chart. And then you can play this just like Nvidia. But again, expect zero, so play accordingly. Because the next resistance that I see on Tesla, it's we see I have 664 as my target. Okay, so if it dips down and then it takes 634 again and it holds for 5-10 minutes, 664 or 655ish is my next target. Just to trade, that's it. And then AMD, now some chips where they're taking turns running. The first one was LRCX a few weeks ago when it ran a lot and then it just chilled. And then NVIDIA took its turn, it ran a lot, right? And it's still running, it's still strong. Now there's one other stock which I think is an amazing company, AMD, which is has been a little quiet. It's in the chop zone. There's nothing wrong with it because if you zoom out to the monthly chart, this chart ran a lot for the last 3-4 years. Okay. Now AMD 85, 84, 83. These three numbers, 83, 84, 85 are magnet. The day NVIDIA takes above 85 and it holds maybe for 2-3 hours, right? Maybe so if I go on the hourly, or let's go on the 2-hour channel here. So based on the 2 hours, so NVIDIA, I'm going to teach you guys this. Those who are smart, you guys will pick it up. Those who will not pick it up, you will not pick it up. Now NVIDIA here above 85, if you just open up the smaller time frame, there's a lot of rejection here, right? There's still sellers above 85. If NVIDIA is able to hold above 85 for a day or two, it is, and no, it's okay to buy options at a higher price, right? Don't try to catch the dip all the time, you'll kill your accounts. It is okay to buy options at a higher price with more confirmation, okay? As long as it holds above 85, maybe for an hour, maybe 2 hours, I will see how I feel about the market and what happens. Then you can play this move towards 88, first level, okay, and then 90. I suggest buying time at least 6 months out because those options are priced very good right now because of the low IV, because they're stuck in the chop zone for many months now. So you'll get a good price on those options. Okay, if you think AMD goes, buy time and you'll be fine, okay? In my opinion. And 85 is, it's a hard number, but once it takes out 85, it's likely to hit 90, 100 very fast. And you can then scale out slowly. Microsoft, anyone that's holding Microsoft equity, congrats. Is the second company ever in the world after Apple hits 2 trillion plus market cap yesterday. At all-time highs, nothing to discuss here except a nice uptrend, nice bullish, as long as it just holds about 265. If it holds about 265 consolidates here, maybe I'll buy a spread or a call for the following weeks. And if you're bullish on it, you can definitely play a vertical call spread here, where you can buy the 266 and maybe sell the 269 or something for a double, as long as it just continues going up this week and holds the levels. Okay, easy play. I would do it, but I've got a lot in Amazon, so I'm gonna stay back. Gotta manage my account. And then Google, T made an amazing call yesterday, right? As soon as I was looking at it, and then T bought in, so half of my work was done right there because there's a reason he must have bought it. And then me, I looked at the charts, I also liked it, then I added a small position as well on Google calls. As if we can take on 2457, I believe, on Google, if we can take the number out, we're likely to get 2500 this week, okay? And if you're playing the ticker Goog, so this is Google L, and then we have GOOG. On that, the number is 2545-ish. So if it takes out 2545-ish, this will also give you 50-point move, okay? This, in fact, may end up moving a little bit more, about by 5%, like on the points. So if Google moves 50 points, this might move 55 points. And TDoc, another great chart that this was also pointed out by T, right? If we can just take above 160, that's all I'm looking for, right? Because there's some sellers right here. If we can take above 160 and hold for a day or two, right? Around 160, yeah, 158 guys, sorry, 158. So 158 is the number, and then around 160ish, I can buy and play this towards 180. Okay, the 10-point move, 20-point. So let these trades come to you, okay? And then the picky trade of the day. I'm back with Baba. So guys, now there's something different about this. Today especially with the pre-market is finally up, right? Even with some news, whatever. But I think it's time for this name to go up because a lot of other tech names and whatnot are running, okay? And so let's see where will this trend line fit. I already have spreads a few weeks out. If you added with me sometime back, right? I took an early entry, and here only one number matters: 2, 1, 5 daily close above. Once it breaks 215, it will break out of this entire price action for the last 6 months or 7 months, 8 months, and we have a new chart that will form. From 215, we will go to 220, and then from 220, it will be a 20-point jump towards 240, and then from 240, a little turbulence near 250, and then we got 270. If this trade works out the way I'm looking at the charts based on my experience, there's a lot of money to be made. Can it fail? Of course it can fail. It can easily take a 200 and go 190, 180 if there's some news out of China. Some negative news, right? Maybe they get, I don't know, the government does something with them. Who knows? But based on technicals, based on the market, it's a great company. Fundamentals are great. Check out the senior analyst channel. A lot of information posted there by Blitzkrieg. So 215, if it can hold for some time, 220, 240, 270. I did add to my 2023 leaps yesterday. So yes, I threw in some money in here again. So my shorter dated position is Amazon, where I'm invested the most, and then my leaps, Baba is my biggest position. Okay, where I'm just sitting on it, no worries. And if you're planning to play Baba, I'm not saying buy the weeklies or 2 weeks, buy 4 or 5 months out. Right, maybe 20 points out. Those options do have the potential from going from maybe $2 to 10, 15, 20. It happens all the time in the options world. So this is a picky trade. I think it's well worth the risk. So if you have a 10K account, 10K cash, I would probably put in $400 4 months out and just let it sit there. Already went over AMD. Amazon, nothing to talk about here. Great. As long as it just holds above 3,500, I'm fine. I do know my back levels, which are 3450. So I do know back test here is possible again, right? So I know this. This helps me control my position sizing. And God bless Amazon. Amazon rips.